Today we're taking a change of pace and talking about politics. Once again, my name is Jeremy Cash, and I mentioned before that I am an extreme leftist. So I wanted to talk about politics a little bit today. So, anyways, before I get into that, I just want to say help a paralyzed veteran out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and make some comments down below so we can get some discussions going. I do want to have discussions about this stuff. I'm not just trying to like preach at people. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
Who's better for the economy? Ordinary people or billionaires? So here we have 5 people who all lost money because of cuts and austerity. We're going to give them that money back in the form of a pay rise, pension, disability support, a student grant, and a small business loan. And now we're going to go to our billionaire and give him £20,000 in the form of a tax cut. So what are they going to do with their money? Susan has used her money to pay for the family shopping. Tom gets some repairs done on his car. Everyone we gave money to is spending it in the local community. And the people who get that money go on to spend it too. All this money changing hands creates economic growth. Businesses take in more profits and they can hire more people, and they too go on to spend their wages. With every transaction, the government takes in more revenue, and they can
I just want to say that this also applies to your hourly wages. So whenever people get a minimum wage of $15 an hour, where everybody was only getting paid, anywhere from $7 to $10 an hour before, you're talking about a 30% to 50% increase, or 100% increase. No, sorry, 60% to 200% increase on their pay. Like, that's insane. And then again, most of these type of people, they don't really save money, or they don't like hoard money. So what they do is they go out into the communities and then they start spending money. So that's whenever they start buying houses. That's when they start getting their houses fixed and paying construction workers to come fix their houses and plumbers to come fix their plumbing, and set up new rooms on the side of the house, or set up a mother-in-law suite or a shed in the back. Or then you got like other people that are going to be going out to restaurants and going out to clubs and having, movie night and all sorts of things. They're going to be going out and spending their money in the economy. And some of them may be spending or saving money too, which is a good thing, because then they can possibly save that money so that they're going to spend it. They're not going to sit there and they're not going to save it and save it and save it so that they can just hoard it like wealthy people do. They're going to go out there and they're going to eventually get $20,000 together, and they're going to go put that $20,000 down on a house, and they're going to buy a house, and it's going to keep the economy going. So this is the difference between giving rich people all the money and then giving poor people all the money. So this is a bottom-up economy versus a top-down economy, which is what we've been doing since the 80s with Reagan. Reagan started the Reaganomics of the top-down. Let's give all the money to the rich, and then we'll get the trickle-down economics. Yeah, it doesn't trickle down. They just hoard it. And this is going to prove the rest of it right here. So let's keep going.
use this to build new roads, hospitals, and schools, and they can also hire more teachers, firefighters, and police officers. Not only will these people spend the money that they earn, but they'll also make our country a better place to live in, attracting more investments and tourism. Now let's see what the billionaire has done with his money. Hi. So, how have you used the extra cash to stimulate the economy?
Pardon?
You know, the £20,000 tax cut we gave you. Have you hired any new staff or invested in local business?
Oh, that money. I completely forgot about it. In fact, I might...
See, that's the misconception. If you give them money, they're going to hire people. They already have the amount of people that they need to do the things that they're doing. They're not just going to hire a random person to do a random task. And even then, it's just one job. That's insane. Like, you're going to really justify giving him all that money so that he can pay for one person? Just give somebody that money. Give a poor person that money. They'll do a lot more with it than he will. I guarantee you.
still have it.
So, what are you going to do with it?
Send it to the Cayman Islands with the rest, I guess.
And hoard it.
So you won't mind if we take that back then?
Security?
So as you can see, getting money into the hands of ordinary people does a lot more for the economy than giving tax cuts to billionaires. If you agree, share this video.
So in America, we're doing the same exact thing. And I don't know if you guys realize this. The whole thing that the Republicans do is they try to make and decimate every government service that's out there. They try to make it unworkable and untenable. And to the point where they go, oh, well, look, see, it doesn't work. We need to have private industry do it. And then they give their rich billionaire friends access to the thing and the one license that America gives out to do that thing and gives them an instant monopoly. And then again, that rich person just gets richer and we don't benefit at all from the thing. So it's just, it gets really freaking annoying that they do this all the time. And again, they trick you by saying, oh, they're going to give out jobs. They don't need you. They already have the amount of workers they need. The only thing that's going to make them hire more people is if more people spend more money and then they have more of a demand to put the product out that they're making. Then they'll need more people. But they can't do that, which is the other thing that I don't understand. The rich people, I think, don't understand that they're shooting themselves in the foot by making sure that they don't pay people a livable wage. Because the more that you pay people from the bottom, you're going to get the money anyways if you own all of the businesses at the top. Like if you give all of the money to the people at the bottom, they're still going to go around and they're going to spend it all. And then all of the money is going to get spent and eventually it's going to trickle right up to you. So there's not really a big deal about this. And I don't understand why they fight it so much. I understand why they fight trying to do taxes, I guess. But the whole thing is like, I think they get flabbergasted by the number they spend out on taxes, but they don't really understand. It's still just the same percentage, or it's supposed to be the same percentage. It should be the same percentage. And honestly, I personally think they should pay more. One of the reasons why the economy did so well back in the 50s, which is where, like, you know, Make America Great Again, that all goes back to, that's when most people say they want to go back to, like, the right after the war. That's what they always say, right after the war. Do you know what the taxes, the corporate tax rate was on profit? So this is the thing, that people don't understand this part. You only pay taxes on profit. You don't pay taxes on other things, on all your expenses. So only the profit that your company makes is what you actually pay taxes on. Okay? So what they did, and this is under Eisenhower, I believe, who was a Republican, the last actually fiscal Republican or fiscally conservative Republican. If you want to actually call them fiscally conservative, this is the last guy, Eisenhower. Okay? He had like a 90% tax rate on the profits. And you know what happened? Guess what at the end of the year would happen? Whenever you as a company would see like, oh, I have all this profit. What am I going to do with it? I don't want to pay this out to the government. So what did they do? They take all the profit and they used to split it up between all the employees. They give them Christmas bonuses. You notice how that doesn't happen anymore? What company do you go to? Please, if you have a company that gives you a Christmas bonus, and I mean like a hefty Christmas bonus, like a good $5,000-$10,000. I don't mean like $100 here or there. That's dumb. That's you might as well just have a pizza party. Same shit. All right. I'm talking like a good actual thing, like where, like, imagine if McDonald's every single year, and like literally, I don't even know what their profit margin was last year. Let me just look it up real quick. Shouldn't take too long. McDonald's profit margin. Let's see. So they have 1.26 billion net change in cash. Oh man, this is insane. The revenue is $6 billion. All right, net income's $2.15 billion. That means like $4 billion a year. So imagine if they took that $4 billion and split it up between their employees every single year. Instead of worrying about, you know, stacking the money, what are you doing with it? Like, unless you're actually putting it into research and development and buying more buildings and hiring more cooks and changing your methods and improving the food quality and all the other things. Like, except it's the opposite. They purposefully try to make it the shittiest possible thing that passes as food when it's not actually food. It's pink slime and bullshit. Like, they were putting yoga mats in Subway's bread, man, to make it more fluffy. Like, it's so crazy what they'll do instead of just making proper food. Like, you guys need to travel outside the U.S. and try the food outside the U.S. that has no preservatives and no high fructose corn syrup, and it's just like simple 4 or 5 ingredient things, not like all the shit that we have in our freaking grocery stores. Everything, look at all. It's all high fructose corn syrup. It's dumb. Anyways, I'm getting way off topic. I could rant all day on politics, but the main thing is I think a lot of the people that are on the right wing, they think that the government is the thing that is fucking things up. And really, they don't understand that it's because the Republicans are sabotaging the government to make it not work properly. And the reason why that's allowed to happen is because all these corporations are paying off all of the senators and all of the congresspeople by giving them all of the freaking the dark money for their super PACs so they can win their re-election campaigns. It's bribery in the fullest extent, and the Supreme Court allowed it. So, I don't know, man. I think we need to get money out of politics completely. I think we need to separate all of the politicians from corporations. I don't think the corporations should be making laws. I don't think they should. They literally do that. I don't know if you know that. They literally write the laws up and then hand it to the senators and make them, and then they're just like, oh, yeah, here you go. And they're like, oh, yeah, I wrote this. The senator will be like, yeah, I wrote this. No, you didn't. You literally took the thing from them directly. They're lawyers who wrote it up to make sure that they have loopholes and everything and know how to work everything properly as soon as the law's passed. Because it's corrupt all the way up and down. So I blame corporations and rich people, and Republicans blame the government. But the government doesn't work properly because of corporations and rich people. So I don't know. That's why I think I'm ultimately right. But if you disagree with me, please, again, let's have comments. Let's have discussions down in the comments. I am down with this. Just bring sources, real sources, okay? If you're going to come argue with me or you're going to come talk with me in the comment section, please, please, please bring actual sources. And when I say actual sources, I mean no Fox News, no Breitbart, no far right-leaning thing. It has to be a centrist thing. Like, or if you can show it to me that it exists on the centrist and the right and the left, and you want to show me like 3 different sources confirming all of the same story, that's even better. Because if all sides are agreeing on a thing, that means it's probably true. Okay? So anyways, until next time, guys, it's good seeing you. Get these videos over here, watch them, ring the bell, subscribe, do the whole thing. Please comment down below, like and share. And until next time, peace, peace, peace.